What's going on, guys? Creepstar here, and let's do this Royal Rumble review real quick. I am so hyped up about this pay-per-view, so let's go ahead and get right into it with my review. Now, first match of the night was the pre-show, which was The Miz versus Antonio Ceasaro, and I gotta say this match was a little disappointing. I think they could have done way better. I mean, there was a couple of spots here and there that were good, but overall the ending was pretty boring and pretty dull. Antonio Ceasaro was on the side of the ring, and The Miz came out, and Ceasaro just basically pulled him into the side of the ring, and Miz ended up hitting his arm to like expose metal or whatever's on the side of the ring, and he pulls him into the ring and drops a neutralizer on him and pins him 1, 2, 3. So overall, ending was kind of unexciting at all. So at best, if I had to rate this out of 5 stars, I'd give it probably about a 3, if that, probably even 2.5 stars. It just wasn't that great of a match. And now moving on to the first match of the night, which was for the World Heavyweight Championship, Alberto Del Rio versus The Big Show. And this match, it was pretty good. I did like the way it went. It was a last man standing match, and there was a couple of good pops in the match. And one thing I did enjoy was they were on the stage out there where the lighting was, and Big Show and Alberto Del Rio got up there. It was probably about like 3 or 4 feet off the ground, and there was a table set up, and the Big Show kind of chokeslammed him. He kind of slipped on it, but Alberto Del Rio ended up going through the table and actually landed on his head. Looks like head first. So that looked like a pretty mean spill right there. But overall, at the end of the match, Alberto Del Rio gets the arm breaker on him, and the Big Show's legs are by the bottom ropes, and Ricardo Rodriguez actually ends up duct taping the Big Show's legs to the bottom rope, and Big Show could not get up from there, especially having the arm bar on him. His arm was hurting, he couldn't reach for his legs, and he ended up getting counted out to 10. And it was a good match, I would say. I know the ending was a little cheesy, but it was fun. It was acceptable, and especially Big Show being this big heel right now, I think a lot of people enjoyed it, and I'm glad they didn't let Alberto Del Rio lose, because if they did, it would have made him look like a really weak champion, especially since he just won it like 2 weeks ago. So I'm glad they're letting him have a nice little run at it, and we'll just wait to see when Dolph Ziggler decides to cash it in. Now moving on next to the Tag Team Championship match, it was Team Rhode Scholars versus Team Hell No, and this match, it was okay. There wasn't nothing too memorable about the match. It seemed like any other tag team match that they've had with each other in the past. Team Hell No ends up taking it, and that's all I can say about it. If I had to rate that match, I'd give it probably about 3 out of 5. And now moving on to the Royal Rumble match, which was really, really good, I must say. There was a couple of surprises, not too many, but overall just a real good Royal Rumble. Now first off, Dolph Ziggler, of course, took the #1 spot, claiming he was going to go on to win the Royal Rumble, win the WWE title, win the World Heavyweight title, and unify the championships at Wrestlemania. That's not a bad idea right there, because I'm tired of having 2 different heavyweight championships. I wish they just combined it to one, but we'll just have to wait and see if they ever decide to do that. Now, #2 was Jericho. Now, yes, he made a little comeback. I don't think he's going to be back. It was just a one-night thing, but it was really good to see. He got a big pop when he came out, and it was just really good. They both lasted for a pretty long time. I think Jericho lasted about like 30 minutes around there, close to there. And a couple surprise people were The Godfather and Goldust was there. And that was pretty good. I really did enjoy seeing Goldust and his brother Cody Rhodes go at it. Goldust was in there for a good time, and ended up getting thrown out by his brother Cody Rhodes. And the match was great. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the Rumble because it took so long, but I will tell you the final 3 were Sheamus, John Cena, and Ryback. Ryback ended up coming out at number 30. Now, it was a good 3 to come out. You kind of, I guess it's predictable. You kind of had a feeling who was going to win, and but they did it pretty good. John Cena and Ryback were the last 2, and they went at it for a while, but you knew that John Cena was going to win. It sucks, but that's just how the cards go. And Ryback had a really good showing on the Royal Rumble, and I gotta say, the Royal Rumble overall, I'd give it a 5 out of 5. I thought it was really good. They had a lot of strong people at the end, and it was kind of exciting throughout the whole Royal Rumble. So let's get right into the main event. That's what I really want to talk about: The Rock versus CM Punk. And coming into this match, there were some stipulations, of course, that if the Shield get involved, that CM Punk would be stripped of his WWE title. And going into this, I had a feeling The Rock was going to lose. They were going to find a way around it and maybe have a triple threat match at WrestleMania. And I got to say, this match was really good. The crowd was back and forth. They were pretty much split the whole time. A lot of boots to asses and knees to faces chants. It was just really good of a match, and it went back and forth for a long time, pretty even. They both ended up attacking. Of course, with The Rock had his internal bleeding supposedly, and CM Punk's knee. They both utilized on those, putting on some maneuvers with that, and it was a really good match. Went back and forth. They both hit their good moves, and there was a time in the match where The Rock and CM Punk ended up on top of the Mexican announce table, and The Rock was supposed to drop the rock bottom, and a fail, the table breaks. How that sucks. I mean, it took away not too much from the match, but it really sucks to see something like that happen. But it's all part of it, when you're dealing with flimsy tables. And The Rock ends up, they end up playing it off, and The Rock ends up hitting the rock bottom on the floor, and The Rock ends up. Let's get right to the ending, because this is the most exciting part. Now, The Rock ends up dropping the people's elbow on CM Punk, and it looks like The Rock's about to win. And, of course, the lights turn off, and you know who's coming out, the Shield. And the lights were off for a while, and they end up doing a triple powerbomb on The Rock onto the other announce table. And as it's going on, Michael Cole's saying, "Oh, it's the Shield. I see the Shield." They just triple powerbomb The Rock. And, after a while, the lights turn on. Nobody's there. CM Punk wakes up, and he sees The Rock out there. He pretends that he doesn't know what's going on. Takes The Rock into the ring and pins him 1, 2, 3. And, everybody starts celebrating. The CM Punk's, getting away with it. I was pretty pissed off because I was like, I already knew that was going to happen. But, what can you say? And then Vince McMahon comes out. And everybody knows what's going to happen then. And Vince McMahon ends up about to say that he's going to strip CM Punk from the belt. He's we're not stupid. We know exactly what happened. And then The Rock's on the microphone and says, don't do that. If anybody's going to take the belt away from him, I'm going to take it from him. And he demanded they restart the match. So Vince McMahon agreed. They restarted the match, and CM Punk started just going off on The Rock. But The Rock ends up coming back, dropping the rock bottom, and then ends up hitting the people's elbow and pinning CM Punk 1, 2, 3. And it was just pretty awesome. I kind of didn't expect it, but it did happen. So The Rock is a WWE champion. I really am happy about that, because The Rock's the best of all time. And at least in my opinion, I know you guys have yours. But so it looks like it's going to be John Cena versus The Rock at WrestleMania, the rematch. Which is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to draw a lot of attention. And I just wonder if CM Punk's going to want to instate his rematch clause at WrestleMania, end up making it a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, which is pretty much possible, and that'll just make the match even better. Or, or do they just want to keep it John Cena versus The Rock, the rematch? I don't know. So what do you guys think? Would you guys rather see a triple threat match at WrestleMania, or would you just want to see the rematch of John Cena versus The Rock? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys thought about the Royal Rumble if you guys watched it. And yeah, guys, so that's what I thought about it. The final match, Rock versus CM Punk, I gave it a 5 out of 5. Very exciting. A lot of nice little spots in there. Great ending. And it's just going to lead to a great WrestleMania. So anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Royal Rumble. And make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Until then, see you guys next time, players.